Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nita. I'm the LSPR Communication and Business Institute Indonesia student under the supervision of Mr. Charles Bonar Sirait as my mentor and my lecturer. I'm here today to talk to you about climate change, issue that very important for the sustainable world. I would like to present the sustainable issues include climate change in Indonesia as a part of important sustainable world issues. What is climate change? Climate change refers to significant changes in global temperature, precipitation, wind patterns, and other measures of climate that occur over several decades or longer. Causes of climate change. One of them is human activities. Humans are increasingly influencing the climate and the Earth's temperature by burning fossil fuels, cutting down forests, and farming livestock. This adds enormous amounts of greenhouse gases to those naturally occurring in the atmosphere, increasing the greenhouse gas effect and global warming. Greenhouse gases. The main driver of climate change is the greenhouse effect. Some gases in the Earth's atmosphere act a bit like the glass in a greenhouse, trapping the sun's heat and stopping it from leaking back into space and causing global warming. Many of these greenhouse gases occur naturally, but human activity is increasing the concentration of some of them in the atmosphere, in particular carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and water vapor. Carbon dioxide produced by human activities is the largest contributor to global warming. By 2020, its concentration in the atmosphere had risen to 48% above its pre-industrial level. Other greenhouse gases are emitted by human activity in smaller quantities. Methane is more powerful greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide, but has a shorter atmospheric lifetime. Nitrous oxide, like carbon dioxide, is a long-lived greenhouse gas that accumulates in the atmosphere over decades or longer. Life on Earth depends on energy coming from the sun. About half the light reaching Earth's atmosphere passes through the air and cloud to the surface, where it is absorbed and then radiated upward in the form in infrared heat. About 90% of this heat is then absorbed by the greenhouse gases and radiated back toward the surface. Global climate change has already had observable effects on the environment. Glaciers have shrunk, ice on rivers and lakes is breaking up earlier, plant and animal ranges have shifted and trees are flowering sooner. Effects that scientists had predicted in the past would result from global climate change are now occurring: loss of sea ice, accelerated sea level rise, and longer, more intense heat waves. Climate change that occurs in Indonesia is generally marked by changes in daily mean temperature, rainfall patterns, sea level, and climate variability. The increase in the Earth temperature will not only have an impact on increasing the Earth's temperature, but also change the climate system, which affects various aspects of natural change and human life. This change has had a serious impact on various sectors in Indonesia. For example, health, agriculture, the economy, and others. Indonesia is even ranked in 9 of the 10 countries most vulnerable to threats to food security due to the impact of climate change on the fisheries sector. To the impact of climate change and ocean acidification on the availability of seafood, Indonesia is ranked 23 of the 50 most vulnerable countries based on the same study. Annual air temperature anomaly is the ratio of air temperature in a certain year relative to the average normal period. In this case, the time span 1981 to 2010. Based on data from 91 BMKG observation stations, the normal air temperature for the 1981 to 2010 period in Indonesia was 26 Celsius, and the average air temperature in 2020 was 27 Celsius. For the Indonesian region as a whole, 2016 was the hottest year with an anomalous value of 0.8 Celsius throughout the observation period 1981 to 2020. 2020 itself ranks second warmest year with an anomalous value of 0.07 Celsius, with 2019 ranking third with an anomaly value of 0.7 Celsius. Anomalous value of 0.6 Celsius is as a comparison the information on global average temperature released by the World Meteorological Organization in its last report in early December 2020 also ranks 2016 as the hottest year, with 2020 being tracked towards one of the top 3 hottest year on record. Basically, climate change is not the only cause of natural disaster which are happening more frequently nowadays, but climate change contributes in making hydrometeorological phenomena or natural disasters to be extreme or extraordinary. The Indonesian government has conducted several studies on climate change, although they are limited and inaccurate. This could be the starting point for a useful program to strengthen a coordinated climate change scientific path for sectors in Indonesia. If, in the end, the capacity of each sector can be increased to overcome various problems caused by climate change in Indonesia. The temperature increase as reported by BMKG is one of the things that then emerged the term climate crisis, which we are currently feeling together. As we bring our climate change issues in Indonesia as a part of important sustainable world issues, I would like to thank you for your attention and hope that this video gives all of you a clear understanding of climate change issues, especially in Indonesia. Thank you and have a good day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.